I believe we must implement full-day pre-K for every child in Texas, assuring that the ever-increasing percentage of our students who are coming to school less prepared to learn than we were will start off in a better place. Secondly, I believe we've got to get out of teachers' way and let them test less and teach more. Third, I believe we need to invest in our schools and teachers because that's an investment in our kids, one that we should never be slashing. Fourth, we've got to make college more accessible and affordable by doubling the number of college credit hours available to high school students and by doubling the number of early college high schools throughout the state. Creating a successful workforce through better investment in our human infrastructure has to be priority number one. But we'll also need to secure our physical infrastructure in order for Texas to lead in the future. Our transportation infrastructure needs have been ignored and its funds siphoned off for far too long. And our failure to address those needs, as well as the needs in water infrastructure, will sap the strength of our economy by undermining the very infrastructure it depends on. You may not feel it when you make short trips to go to the grocery store or the local dry cleaners, but here's what our crumbling infrastructure is costing us. Our state transportation department can't afford to repave roads, so they're turning some of them into gravel. Short-sighted leaders are jeopardizing our economic future, and Texas families are spending over $6,000 of their hard-earned money every year on gas that's wasted while they're stuck in traffic and on repairing their vehicles from the damage caused by our roads. Texans lost $12 billion to drought alone last year, and cotton farmers from the Rio Grande Valley to the coastal bend had to plow their fields under because there wasn't enough water to finish harvesting their crops. Rice farmers in southeast Texas might not have water to irrigate their fields for the third straight year. Shrimpers navigating the streams in marshland near the Gulf are pulling smaller loads from shallower waters. Residents of Wichita Falls might have to drink recycled wastewater, water from toilets, because there's nothing else left for them. Low-wage and even some middle-wage earners in this state have had to turn to predatory payday loans when an unforeseen expense arises. Maybe it was a visit to the local emergency room for their child. Maybe it was engine problems with their car. And these folks aren't treated as most of us are in the lending arena. We've got usury laws that protect us. But thanks to Greg Abbott, an insider protecting his insider friends, consumers of payday and car title loans have no such protections. Instead, as Attorney General, Greg Abbott gave a green light to payday lenders to operate in a loophole that allows them to rack up the equivalent of an interest rate as high as 600%.